So we have what's called a no-no-go. So that means if the person is conscious, are they responding to you? If they are not responding to you, that means that the answer is no, right? So the next step you're going to check, are they breathing normally? So people will sometimes confuse the gasping and they'll not breathe out. They'll be, but people will confuse that with breathing. That doesn't mean they're breathing normally. So you want to make sure that they're breathing nice and normal. Sometimes it can be breathing really fast, going, that's not normal breathing, correct? So you want to make sure, are they responding normally? If you go up to them or you're hearing, hey, are you okay? Are you okay? They're not responding to you. And again, if they're not breathing or not breathing normally, then you want to go straight into the compressions. So we'll go over how to do the compressions in a bit.
자, 여러분들 여기서 no, no, go. no, no, go 이거 주면 맨 처음에 no는 뭐냐, 의식이 없어. 네? 아, 여기 두드리는데 의식이 없어요. 그래서 그때 no요. no. 두 번째는 호흡이 정상적으로 행해주고 있는가. 호흡을 이렇게 들여마셔서 이렇게 한다고 해서 하는 게 아니야. 노멀리 하느냐. 노멀리 되지, 호흡이 되지 않으면 그것도 no예요. 그래서 노가 됐어요. 오케이, then after no.
The go. You do the compression.
만약에 no 두 가지 상황이 다 안 된다. 그러면 바로 이제 오늘 하는 걸 시작을 하는 겁니다. 오케이, let's go.
And the reason why also too with the breathing, why people will actually not breathe normally is because the brain hasn't gotten that signal. The body's still trying to breathe in, but the heart is not working properly. So that's the reason why you'll see sometimes they'll have that gasping. It's not just because that they're not alive or that they're okay. It just means that the brain hasn't received that signal to be able to tell the body, hey, the heart's not working that well.
이게 상당히 중요한 거예요. 머리는 기억을 하고 있어. 머리가 생각하니까 자기한테 산소 공급이 안 되고 있어. 그러니까 이게 비정상적으로 보여지는 거예요. 하고 이렇게 하고 머리가 자꾸 시그널을 보내는 거. 그걸 인지를 해야 돼요.
Alright, when we do compressions, what we really do is that you want to do it in the center of the chest across the armpit level. So right here in the center of the chest across the armpit level is where you're going to put the pressure. That is where you do the compressions. Now when you do compressions, stick one hand out.
자, 뭐 손을 한번 해보세요.
Alright, and with the other hand, you're going to kind of interlock it.
손을 이렇게 깍지를 껴보세요.
That is a good hand placement of how you want to do compressions.
가장 좋은 동작입니다.
And you don't want to be doing this. You want to keep your arms straight and be able to go
이렇게
forward.
절대 하지 마세요. 팔꿈치는 절대로 펴져 있어야 됩니다. 팔꿈치는. 네.
So yeah, if you bend your elbows, that's not going to help you do the compressions right, and it's going to make you get tired. You want to be able to keep your elbows locked and move forward because you want to use your back muscles as well as your arm muscles so you don't get as tired quickly.
자, 절대 팔꿈치를 펴시고 등을 이렇게 몸에 무게를 실어서 등을 이렇게 해서 몸무게를 하는 요 동작을 해야 됩니다.
Alright, so Hugo, if you look over to the right real quick or your left, Hugo's going to show you how to do it properly on the mannequin. So remember how I was saying one hand in front, the other one interlocks? You don't bend your elbows, keep them straight and move forward.
자, 이제 여기서 보여줄 텐데 뒷분은 좀 일으셔도 됩니다. 앞에는 보이시는 분은 보시고 안 보이시는 분은 일어서 이분 하는 걸 좀 보세요. 여기서.
So,
네,
as you also notice with Hugo, is that he is right next to the body. He is not over them in another way. He is right next to them. And as you see, his shoulders are right above the person. That is where you want to be.
여러분 휴고가 하시는 걸 보면요. 여기 손하고 어리하고 직각으로 이 흉부에 두각으로 이렇게 돼 있죠. 이 상태를 유지하셔야 돼요. 앞으로 기울어져 있으면 힘을 제대로 못 하니까 요 바로 직각으로 돼요. 오케이.
So the reason why he was this way, sorry, am I getting the frame? So the main thing behind this is that when he goes to do compressions, go ahead and start doing compressions. You see how he's moving and using his back muscles and arms. He is not bending those elbows because that is not going to give you the right compressions. You're going to want to be able to go to 2 inches deep. Never do anything less.
자, 지금 등 근육을 활용해서 몸무게를 다 싣고 있죠? 그래서 2인치는요 5cm가 넘는 거야. 한번 보죠. 5cm 이상을 돼야지 5cm 이상 안 되면 이 심장을 이렇게 눌러줘가지고 할 수가 없어요.
So the other reason why we want people to be next to them is because if somebody else is here that can help you out, they can be on the other side and take over immediately to do compressions. Because you are going to get tired. This is very tiring. Now, if I was another bystander and I'd be like, hey, I can help you, I can be right next to Hugo and be like, hey, can I switch with you? And then he's going to be doing it.
2,
1. And while I'm next to him, I can start doing compressions immediately. But we want to do compressions continuously because that keeps the blood flowing with the oxygen to the brain. Right? So now we're going back to these compressions. The compressions are done 100 to 120 per minute. That is how fast you want to be able to go. You can do the baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, row 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 your boat gently down the stream, or the one everybody knows, staying alive, ha 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 ha, staying alive. That is the rate you want to do it. Thank you, Hugo. And you want to do them to at least 2 inches deep. Again, we will find out with these mannequins. You guys will get your hands on them, and you will hear a click when you get to those 2 inches. Because you want to go 2 inches because you want to get to that heart.
자, 여러분들이 1분에 100회에서 120회, 그게 우리가 심장이 짝퉁을 한 겁니다. 그러려면은 노래를 같이 리듬을 통해서 뭐였죠? 뭐 아이들은 또 샥샥 그걸 좋아하잖아요. 그렇게 우리가 하는 리듬을 타서 해야 돼요. 이게 로봇 같이요. 그냥 가만히 있다가 딱 그렇게 하잖아요. 그럼 풀어뜨려. 그러니까 리듬을 타서 음악하는 것 같이 리듬을 타서 로로로 여벌 이런 식으로 그렇게 하면 환자가 좋습니다.